Me. I need, I want, I. You seem awfully needy. Are you blaming people or yourself? Maybe we need to look inside. Let's talk. I am your poetic haiku host, Kim B. Miller, the first African American poet laureate for Prince William County, Manassas, and Manassas Park, Virginia, award winning spoken word poet, facilitator, speaker, teaching artist, author. Let's get into today's subject. Hey, so what are we talking about today? The meers. And if you are meers, I'm not trying to step on your toes. I'm just trying to get you to see it from a different perspective. Hopefully, open your eyes to what some people see. And some of you are like, well, who's the meers? We've seen the ones, or we have someone in our life is if we're not available for this particular thing, or if we don't help them with this particular thing, we're dirt, we're mud, we're just the worst person on the earth. We can't have a life too? Are the ones no one will help me, no one will be there for me? Is it no one or is it this particular situation? No one checks on me. Have you checked on them? Have you? Because a lot of people saying no one's checked on me hasn't checked on anybody either. Now, if you're one of those people, because I know there's the one-sided ones who you're always the one checking, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to those who don't check either but complain when nobody checks on them. I'm talking to the ones who don't help anybody else, but always want everybody to help them. I'm talking to the ones whose schedule is just so tight with business and activities, but they want you to free up your schedule, which is also tight from schedule activities, to help them. If you want them to break up their schedule for you, you should be willing to break up your schedule for them. The earth doesn't revolve around you, so why does everything have to stop because you need help? And for those of you who need help, by the way, let's talk about that for a second. For those of you who need help, could you tell us what you need? We don't want to guess. We don't want to do the wrong thing. We don't want to offend you. We don't want to put you in a place that you feel uncomfortable. So if you need A, B, and C and you spell it out, maybe you'll get A, B, and C. But if you just go, I need help, and then 20 people or 100 people or whatever amount of people start rushing toward you going, what do you need? What do you need? You're like, well, I need blah, blah. Or maybe so-and-so who specializes in that, who happened to have extra in that, who has something that they didn't know what they were getting ready to give it away or whatever the case may have been able to help you, but you're not giving specifics out. People, there's nothing wrong with needing help or even wanting help, but could you help us help you? For those of us who want to help, can you help us help you? What exactly do you need? It'd be great if someone could drop off dinner for me today. It'd be great if someone could, my car's in the shop. It'd be great if someone could take me to the following appointment. It'd be great if someone could ask exactly what you want. Because, see, here's what's happened to some of us who went out and dived into those deep waters of help. Here's what happened. Hey, I understand you need help. What did you need? You don't know? No. How would I know what you need? Any real friend would know what I need. I'm sorry. I don't know what you need, but if you tell me, I'd be happy to help you. Then you get the okay, you don't get that. You get the I need help with food. What do you you want me to bring food over? You want me to cook something? Do you need groceries? What it Be specific so we can help you. Now, don't get me wrong. There's going to be some, I don't care how exact you are, going to be like, no. And that's fine. They have the right to say no, just like you have the right to say no. But sometimes we get the, how dare you, when we try to help people. Maybe some of y'all haven't gotten it, but I've gotten it. I've gotten the look of, you think you're better than me. You don't know how to approach people that they feel comfortable. You don't know how to approach people so that they don't take it the wrong way. So if you put out the exacts, that eliminates all this. Example, I'm just going to do a post. Hey, people on Facebook, this is not real. Example, hey, people on Facebook, I need diaper size 4 for my kids. I don't even know it's a real diaper size. Obviously, I've been out of the diaper game for a while. I'm just gonna make something up. I need a size 4 diaper for my kids, and I live in the, I'm gonna make up area, New York area. Can anybody meet me in Upper New York? And again, I'm making all this up to bring or has a avenue for me to get size 4 diapers. Now people know the general area we're in, because don't put your home address up there because you get the cray craze. The general area, and you can meet somebody at a certain place. If someone says, well, yeah, I have such and such in that area, then we can meet. I think we've gotten so broad that we're beating people up for not helping us, but people don't know how to help you. And people don't know how to approach you because some of the people who are claiming to need help aren't really that approachable. Just saying. Nothing wrong with needing help, but how approachable are you to people who really want to help you? And then some of the people you're asking for help are wondering when you're going to ask how they doing. I'm not saying you can't be going through a million things, but so is someone else. They're going through a million things too. Have you checked on them? Have you checked to see how they're doing? What's going on in their life? Do they need assistance? Maybe you could barter and help each other out. When was the last time you called them and just let them talk? Even though you were through something, you just said, this particular time, I'm not going to call about me. I'm just going to call and let them talk. Or you didn't interrupt with something very similar. Oh, well, let me interrupt you. Because did they ever get the full story out when they talk to you? Or are you so focused on you don't even realize you're cutting people off? Literally and figuratively. Literally meaning you're cutting people off in the middle of sentences when they're trying to talk to you. Figuratively is you're cutting people off because they're not available when you think they should be available. Keep in mind, you don't know if someone has a sick person in their life. You don't know if they're sick. You don't know if they're going through some sort of abuse, violence. You don't know if their car got. Not everybody wants to post everything. Not everybody wants to talk about everything. Everybody has a right to live their life the way they are. It may not be the best way, or it may be the absolute best way for them at that particular time. But we get so involved in what's going on with us, like the universe should stop. And I'm not saying what you're going through is not important. I'm not saying you don't actually need the help. But when was the last time you showed compassion for another human being that wasn't staring back at you in the mirror? When was the last time you looked through their vision and said, I haven't asked about you in a while. Sorry. There's nothing wrong with needing help. There's nothing wrong with asking your friends, your people, your squad, whatever you call them, to help you. There is something wrong, though, when they are not available and your first thought is a tantrum. Your first thought is to curse them out. Your first thought is to dismiss them. Couldn't they be going through something that you're not aware of? Or that you are aware of? But that's when the pain Olympics starts. Well, yeah, they're going through that, but I'm going through this. Yeah, they're going through. You don't want to call it little thing because then that would be dismissive, but they're going through that. But my thing is up here. Are you doing pain Olympics? Are you saying their threshold is bigger than yours, so they should just eat it and help you? I really need for us to be more open to pain that is not ours. I'm going to say it again. We need to be more open to pain that's not ours. I really want that to sink in. It's okay that they're not available. They're not a monster. They don't hate you. Even if, this is going to get tricky. Even if they originally said they would help you and something in their life changed and they can't help you now. I know I'm big on keeping my word and trying to do what I say I'm going to do, but life happens. So sometimes the very people who thought they'd be there for you, who thought they help you, have now encountered something so painful, so overwhelming, so life changing that they can't. And where's the grace from you on that? Or is grace only for you? Is understanding only for you? Again, the point of this podcast is not to make anyone feel bad, but the point is to let you see a different perspective. That's what poets are supposed to be doing. They give you their perspective, they give you another perspective, they give you so many that you're like, well, which one do they land on? Sometimes you'll never know. That's the point of our pen. Sometimes it's for you to figure out. But the blame game and the shame game, sometimes used at the same time for your own benefit, but you haven't checked, you haven't inquired, you haven't stepped back. Me, 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 me. Are you a good friend? Are you a good, whatever you are in a relationship in the family, cousin, brother, sister, sibling, stepdad, whatever it is? Are you genuine? Or is it the service society? And people haven't called you out on it. Let me call you out on it. I'll be the one. I'm calling you out on it. You do this to people often. If the shoe doesn't fit, don't put it on. But if the shoe fits, slide it on and wear it and own it. Because that's the only way the shoe's going to change. Are people avoiding you because of this and you just refuse to look at it? No, they're just being ridiculous. Are they? Every once in a while, I fight with myself on what I'm going to say next. And this is what I told you, this is live. There's no editing. There's no, oh, I should have said, whatever comes out, comes out. 17 minutes, get it out there, get the point, and get it said. And what I'm saying to you today, and this is a haiku I'm going to put up at the end, and I'm going to change up the words just a little bit, just so I can say it in its fullness. So, stop cutting people off because they didn't check on you when they were hurting. Didn't even consider that, did you? Didn't even consider that they could be going through something because you're in need. Recap: if you need help, nothing wrong with that. Be clear, be specific, be precise. 2, describe how you would like that communication to be done. Would you like them to email you? Would you like them to call you? Would you like them to text you? And lastly, check on other people the same way you want to be checked on. If the person you're asking for help from you haven't talked to in 4 months, but you haven't called either, how outraged can you be that they haven't called you? Life happens. Oh, well, life only supposed to happen to you. You hear yourself? And eventually what happens is people start I can't say the word, distancing themselves from you because they consider you maybe a bit of a user. These are things to consider. Is it going to be an absolute truth for everybody? No, nothing I say is an absolute truth for anybody, but it's a truth for someone. And maybe this is the first time you're hearing it because they don't want to hurt your feelings. They don't want to be posted about. They don't want, etc. So I'm going to leave you with that haiku because I just want that to be the last thing on the screen. Think about it. If you a godly person, a Christian, pray about it. Do something about it. Do better.